Welcome back. Last time we released Christine from her auto dock prison, along with sending Dog and Dean back to the fountain. We're just making our way back now. We can begin preparations for the heist. That said, let's get in. Have you been staring at me the whole time? Well, won't make you wait any longer. Here. Let me fix it first. My pistol. Use it sparingly. I won't be giving it any more ammo. Understood? I'll take that as a yes. Quiet. What's happening? Eerie. That's not todo. More aid.
Good. Well done. Now for the festivities and your part in all this. The owner of the Sierra Madre, for whatever reason, keyed the grand opening to the Gala event itself. It needs to be fired off in order for the casino doors to open. As I discovered, one person can't do it. So get your team into position indicated on your Pip-Boy, then trigger it properly. You're so close now, don't let me down. Otherwise, I'll have to rely on the next team.
I won't let you down, Elijah. But how am I supposed to get to the markers?
I've unlocked the west and east gates to Puesta del Sol and Salida del Sol. Now that you've survived the villa, I need to get to my position. You don't need me to hold your hand anymore. I'll keep monitoring you via the transceivers through the villa. If I need to offer guidance, I will.
We'll head out then.
I'd suggest taking the FEV reject to his position first. Although you may need his brutality and strength elsewhere first. As easy as the villa was to navigate, the outlying areas of the villa are far more dangerous, thicker with the ghost people, traps, and toxins. Use your team as I use you. Listen to your caller. Watch where you step. You're no use to me dead.
Dog.
Where are you taking, Dog? Dog doesn't want to leave. Heard Master. Saw Master in sky. And when Master not there, woman at fountain, she is made of lines and light. Want to watch.
We need to get you to the Gala event. Get you to your place.
Dog has heard that before. Was there pretty lights? There were things to pull? Hard to pull, but Dog did. And the cage. And Dog was hungry there. Dog was someone else there with Dog. Then there was noise. Then lights and streets. Screamed. Dog doesn't want to go to cage. It's inside Dog now. Dog can see the cage, hear the noises. The way to casino. It'll hurt you. Inside.
This is important. Do you remember what happened exactly?
Dog can't remember. Don't want to go. Can't make him stay there.
That's enough for now.
Hope the voice doesn't come back. Mean. Bad. You are the nice voice. Kind to Dog. You keep the other voice quiet.
Whatever makes you happy. Have orders for you. For going, staying, all that.
Dog is listening.
Follow me.
Dog is ready. Where we go? Hope the voice doesn't come back. Mean. Bad. Inside's growling.
Now, dog. The places we're going are significantly more dangerous than before. I will need you to...
Master, did he go away? Dog will be good this time.
Listen. I will need you to follow my instructions exactly. Follow close and be quiet.
Food. No have wrist collar now. Dog's still good at not be seen. Hope the voice doesn't come back. Mean. Bad. Cage over there with things to pull. Hard to pull. Dog can do it. Or not. Food.
Goodness. Well done.
Hope the voice doesn't come back. Mean. Bad. Food.
Tear them apart, dog. Good boy.
Dog was getting hungry.
He's on the hunt. Who am I to stop him? You're almost as good as a laser rifle. If only I had a weapon that could consume the corpses of my enemies.
Lots of marks on walls from other dead people. They not get far.
Yes, we'll stand upon their shoulders. So south.
Where is Master? Did he go away? Dog will be good this time.
If you're good, I'll tell him you were good. But if you continue to ask... Faulty supports.
So hungry.
One could have guessed. You could have said something.
Always. Yellow dog because gets hungry. Can't stop it. Always need more. No have risk collar now. Dog's still good at not be seen.
Just dawned on me. Huh. We found this in the Villa Clinic. Seems to be a prototype. Or maybe a refactored version of the X-13 stealth suit. Oh yeah, well, and it comes in black.
Don't like this place. Want to go back to the base. Or the church. Miss the church.
And it doesn't talk. Which may be its best attribute.
Always yellow dog. Yellow dog because gets hungry. Can't stop it. Always need more.
I'm flush with, well, 32. It's not a lot, but more than I thought I'd have. Microfusion cells wise. Need to find that vending code.
Always yellow dog. Yellow dog because always need more. Food. Always yellow dog. Yellow dog because gets hungry. Can't stop it. Always need more.
Bag. Definitely gonna need one. My luck with traps. Bear traps specifically.
Swallowed something bad. Tastes like burnt wires.
Eat that.
So hungry.
Simple as that. Speakers off. Excellent. Where is this?
Always yell at dog. Yell at dog because gets hungry.
Good dog. Stay out of the cloud now.
Dog getting full.
Take that. 7 pounds? That's crazy. But I'm not that stupid.
No have wrist collar now. Dog still good and not be seen.
What the hell?
Lots of marks on walls from other dead people. May not get far.
Where is this damn thing? Hear it.
So hungry.
There's supposed to be something there. Yeah. I have a bad feeling about this place. Let's go back. Oh. Something up with Dean and this woman. I'll have to ask him.
When dog catch a ghost in plastic, dog tear him apart so they don't get back up.
In plastic? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, like their suits. I get it. Is that all there is here? No, it would eventually.
No have wrist collar now. Dog still good and not be seen.
Might be in the clear now.
smells like flesh in plastic. Lots of food around here. We should catch some. Always yell at dog. Yell at dog because gets hungry. Can't stop it. Always need more. Don't like this place. Want to go back to the base. The church is the church.
I'd prefer not to run through the cloud, but it looks like I have no choice. Dog, why are you prowling? Got your scent. I'll lose a foot before long.
Place with hard to pull things is over there. W on your wrist thing. West. Dog getting full.
Good going, dog. Minimal power. Power failures. Ah. There goes the cloud. Dog, come. Dog?
Why are we here? Dog not want to be here. Place too much like a cage for dog. If dog was fed like last time, dog would listen. If the feeding was quiet.
I need you to stay here and trigger the switches.
Dog doesn't understand. Too hungry, hard to hear words. Master, when can dog feed? If dog was fed like last time, dog would listen. If the feeding was quiet. Maybe voice could make dog stay. Dog not want to be in cage. Dog want to be free. Find master.
I don't have the strength to do it myself. Feed dog. Well, let's go feed you then.
Something bad. Tastes like burnt wires. Hunted back west. Blue. Why are we here?
Is there a way to feed him without?
Lots of marks on walls from other dead people. They not get far.
It's like I have to bring out the other one.
Are you listening?
Dog, back in the cage. So here we are. A row of switches all lined up. How familiar. These switches won't move themselves, after all. There must be some trick to it. Now that I'm here, what do you expect me to do?
Surprisingly compliant. I need you to stay here and operate the switches for the Gala event.
You can lead me to water. No. Being trapped in this courtyard while lights are flashing and sirens are screaming. I can survive one or two of the inhabitants. More than that, even Dog would have to work to keep full without being carved to pieces. And the gate here, if it somehow got locked, it'd be the holding cell at the police station again, except with no way out.
Do you know how to operate the switches?
I do. And after you threw me in the cage at the police station, I have no intention of telling you.
There goes that compliance. If you don't stay here, I'll bring Dog out and leave him here.
And what would that gain you? Are you so eager to slice off your hand to spite your arm?
If that's what it takes to make you listen, yes.
So you want me to listen? To obey? No, I can't. Because Dog wouldn't let me. I can already feel him clawing at me. If you want me to remain, then I'll need to stay aware. Enough to operate the switches properly. We just need to make sure that Dog doesn't surface before that happens. To do that, he'll need to be fed. That makes him stay in the cage.
What kind of food should I bring back?
Dog has torn apart a number of the inhabitants of this town. Well, he doesn't prefer them to other flesh. It'll do for the time being. Find some of the inhabitants. It'll require some hunting on your part. Kill them. Take some of the remains inside them. Bring it back here. They're not easy to kill. But I have faith in you. And the beast must be fed if you want him to stay in this cage.
All right. I'll go hunting, see what I can find.
2 chunks of meat from their bodies should be enough. Hunt quietly, so as not to draw more here. Might be able to rip the pit boy off his arm without killing him.
In a way, I sort of admire his murderous intent. Of course, were I not so confident, would be troubling. Well, I am.
You better have brought enough meat. I can feel Dog's teeth tearing at my ribs, hungry to get out.
This should be enough.
You're good at fetching. This should keep him where he belongs. For now. I'll wait. Send the signal. We'll be ready.
This does seem very Gideon. I want something better. There's got to be something better. I like it. More crit. Very good. Really need to find that microfusion cell code. Head off. Fly directly to the forehead. There's going to be a lot of treading old paths simply because I'm just not super familiar with this DLC.
So, what's your story, beautiful? Don't talk much, do you?
Don't bother with him. I wanted to ask you some questions. What? What is it? Oh, the Pip-Boy? Sure, take a look. Don't get too invasive. You seem eager. She points at the fountain, then at your Pip-Boy, pauses, then points at her collar, then yours. She encircles her throat with her hand, and slowly releases it. She motions again to the west. Can't you communicate some other way? Can you write? Christine frowns, then pauses and traces one of the scars on her head with her finger. She then makes a motion as if picking up a pencil, tries to write, shakes her head. Something to do with the surgery. Pauses, then draws a jagged symbol like electricity in the air, puts it on an odd... She keeps a blank face for a second, then slowly blinks, looks around, looks at her hands. Hold on.
All right then. I'll just wallflower it over here.
You should. There's an article in here about brain damage. Ah, a specific form of brain surgery using electrodes. Pre-war. She nods slowly, then makes the motion of typing and drawing X's and lines in the air. There's a thumbs up. You can still do numbers and calculations, then. She nods. I had other questions. How did you end up in the auto dock? She moves her finger in a circle, frowns, then drags her hand down over her eyes. She raises them again, points at you. You were knocked out? She nods, then raises an eyebrow, points at you, makes a circle, points at her feet. You want to know how I got here? Smiles and nods. She repeats the circling motion again. This time, she lowers her hand and circles her finger inward, Still still pointing at the ground between you two, she raises an eyebrow. I followed a radio signal here. A woman's voice. She waits. After a second, she raises her eyebrow again. Can't tell you why. I just did it. She looks at you for a second, studying you, then nods. She points at you, then points to the casino. Points in the direction of the main. Me? Are you saying it's one or the other? She frowns, glances in the direction of the casino, then the exit. Then back. Shrugs, without strength or conviction. She isn't looking at you when she does. And what about you? She slowly shakes her head and points at the ground. I see. Things would be a lot easier if you did 1 snap for yes, 2 snaps for no. She smiles, then nods, then shakes her head slowly. She then looks at you, her face wrinkled in a humorless smile. Okay, I get it. Better than finger snaps. Face wrinkles more, then she gives a reluctant smile. I had other questions. Do you know the way out? She points in the direction of the main gate and looks at your caller. Shakes her head, locks her hands around her neck. Then her hands lash outward. She rolls her eyes back. For a second, she turns back to you. So once the collars are gone, we can just leave. She nods slowly as if thinking. Raises an eyebrow. Looks skeptical, then shrugs. She points downwards, makes a circle around her, and back to the same spot. You're saying it will be difficult to return here if we leave. She shakes her head, points to herself, then points at you, nods. To return here if I leave. She nods. But not you. Nods once. Why wouldn't you be able to find your way back? She slowly shakes her head, she points at the ground, moves each leg outward, rattling the place where she's pointing. You're refusing to leave. Nods. Are you trying to break into the casino? She frowns, shakes her head, pauses, and tilts her head slightly, nods slowly. Do you know what those machines around the villa are? Shakes her head, pauses, makes a small circle with her thumb. She points at you, makes a motion as if putting something in her palm. Ah, you want a chip? Here. I'll need that back. She examines it for a second, raises it to her eye, and turns it to the side. She runs her finger along the surface slowly, checking the engraving. She then tosses the chip back. She pretends to look around, sees something on the floor, pretends to bend down. She looks at you. You can scavenge more somehow? He nods. Smiles. She stands still for a second, then stops, and slowly makes a motion of bending down and scooping something up. And she holds an imaginary object in her hand, as if heavy. Puts it in front of her, as if on a table. Then she hefts what looks like a small box and pours it on top of the object. Looks at it. You can make more of those at a workbench then, with the right materials. She smiles and nods. She points at your Pip-Boy, makes a motion of it moving up and removing something. She then raises her hand and makes a motion of smashing it, holding up the remains. So you need a battery, a fission battery, and scrap metal? And you can counterfeit those? She nods, impressed. She points at you, makes a circle. Can you teach me how? She nods. Makes a series of hand motions to represent weight and amounts, enough to think you can do it on your own. Now taught Gideon how to make, zero moderate, slugs at workbenches. I had other questions. He looks exasperated. That's all for now. Well, next time, we will accompany Dean to his spot. But for now, that's where the episode ends. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.